Hello everybody and welcome to Make That Day! That's right, the game show where we help lucky singles try to make a love connection. I'm here with the newest contestant on LA's hottest dating game, April Fowles. Okay. April Fowles is here looking for love, isn't that right, April? Go on and give the camera a wave, nothing to be shy about. What do you want to play, as a man, woman, or person? Woman. Let's start off by choosing a body type. Body type 1. Oh, we only have one. Okay. Put a lot of work into this one. Awesome, now let's choose a face. Let's go with number 1. Seems kind of new. Good choice. Last but certainly not least, pick a hairstyle. I'll stick with the blonde for once. All done. What do you think? Great. Love it. The audience erupts into applause and the camera pans to you. Thanks for the warm welcome, Carson. I'm excited as I am nervous. Nothing at all to be nervous about, April. Before we get into our game, tell us, what are you most excited about getting out of this experience? I can't wait to put myself out there, make a love connection, get my 15 seconds of fame. That's what most of these people on these shows do. Make a love connection. I've been single for way too long. Time to change my relationship status. I'm ready to find someone who will treat me like royalty. I've got my fingers crossed for you. I can tell you're ready to find love. Now, let's introduce the rules of our game behind each door. He gestures across the stage to the 3 looming blacked-out doors. You will find a lucky bachelor or bachelorette dying for the opportunity to win a date with you. This is already a million times better than the online dating slog. That's true. We'll introduce our mystery dates, and you'll have the opportunity to get to know each one a little better. And at the end of our show, we'll ask you, April, if you're ready to make that date! And you, and whoever you choose, will win an all-expenses-paid night at New York's most exclusive new restaurant, Clutch. The place has a wait list for their wait list. So, April, are you ready to play? Am I ready? Bring on the romance. You're all about to witness the start of my fairy tale romance. That's the attitude, I can tell. You're not afraid to take risks. Well, let's not keep our contestants waiting. It's time to meet today's 3 lovely bachelors or bachelorette. Carson gestures to the doors again. Still shrouded in shadow, your heart starts to race with anticipation. From the cozy depths of void itself, bachelor number 1. A light blinks on behind the door labeled 1, and you're able to make out the hulking silhouette of the contestant behind it. Studio set rattles as Bachelor 1 bellows his introduction. I know this isn't about looks, but over 6 foot, I'm swooning already. Bachelor number 1 enjoys long walks on the beaches of the river Styx, drinking pina coladas and getting caught in acid rain. Lord. Is that so? How does acid rain shower feel on the skin? He'd tell you if he had any. Love the sense of humor on this guy. Well, I'm looking forward to getting to know you, Bachelor number 1. And we're so glad to have you here today. Bachelorette number 2 is a real queen bee, always ready to sting her competition. Again, a light clicks on, revealing the silhouette of Bachelor number 2 within the door frame. Okay, I remember this one. Ooh, I'd love to get the buzz on her. She sounds like the feisty type. She enjoys snacking on honey and causing a little trouble. Well, that's an interesting because have a sweet tooth myself. Zzz. Maybe you two can find a new favorite honey spot together. Zzz. Hopefully we can get into that over dinner in a nice Chianti. And last but not least, the original jack of all trades, Bachelor number 3. The door labeled 3 illuminates, revealing the silhouette behind. I trust him less than I trust the other ones. Who bangs and rattles against the partition behind him in the stage. Oh, thank God. I think my mic was muted or something. Can you hear me? Can you all hear those noises? It sounds horrible. Hello? Uh-oh, looks like Bachelor number 3 might be feeling a little nervous with all the cameras. Can we give him a round of applause to calm his nerves? Don't worry, Bachelor number 3. I get what it's like to be nervous. Nervous? Aren't you? Can you see them, the creatures? Bachelor number 3, just relax. I know the competition's stiff, but there's no reason to insult them. You still have a fighting chance. I'm not sure. And that's the spirit, Bachelor number 3. Let's have a nice, clean game. No smear campaigns. And besides, you signed a contract to be here, so let's move along, shall we? Our final contestant is just a regular Joe. He's got a heart of gold. He's the sort of guy who'd give you the shirt off his back, and maybe the golf clubs in his trunk, too. I don't even have golf... Oh, don't be so modest. I'm sure you tear up the turf. Now that our bachelors have been introduced, and April has gotten to hear from each of them, let's get to know our lovely contestant April a little better. What do you say, folks? The audience cheers while you straighten up in your seat, heart pounding excitedly under the spotlight. I thought I was the only one, or I was the one asking questions. Oh, come now, April. What's fair is fair. Tell us something about you. Anything at all. Well, I'm just your typical girl, but I think I can come up with something good. Fun fact about me is, I'm not afraid to get wild. The audience roars with excitement. Carson's eyes light up. Oh, that's what I like to hear. It sounds like you're ready to take the show by storm. I'm definitely here to have some fun, and I'll do what it takes to make that happen. Well, I hope the contestants are ready to keep up with you, and I'm sure the viewers at home are on the edge of their seats. Alright, April. In the next round, I'll be reading you one fact about each of these contestants. We asked our contestants for the wildest, craziest facts that they could come up with or think of, and it'll be up to you to try and pair each fact with a contestant. I'll do my best, Carson. Perfect first fact. I've bitten off the head of every lover I've ever had. I think that's Bachelor number 1. Gotta be Bachelor number 1, right? Look at that muscle. Who else would have that strength? Oh, sorry, April. Wrong Bachelor. Plus, he says he prefers to leave the heads on when he dines. But don't worry, you've still got a chance to make it up in the next round. Okay, fun fact. Next fact. I fall asleep every night to a sleep machine that plays on the screens of souls I've reaped. That's a tough one. Might be Bachelor 1. I'm aiming for Bachelor. I think it's gotta be Bachelor number 1. He looks like the type with a secret sensitive side. Hi, we got score. Ding, ding, ding. Nice one, April. That's correct. Bachelor number 1, how do you collect all those screams? Oh, wish we had that kind of technology on this plane of existence. Our final fact of the night, folks. I didn't get my driver's license until I was 22. Bachelor number 3 all the way. Let me guess, an East Coaster, huh? What? That's why you guessed me? Not because... I don't know. I'm the only one with opposable thumbs? So, am I wrong? No, but in my defense, the questionnaire was not clear on what kind of thing they were looking for. That's right, April. Bachelor number 3 is our late driver. Solid work in that minigame, April. Unfortunately, you have to answer all the questions correctly to win the special bonus prizes. Getting enough questions right to win the bonus for... Aww, says the crowd. Shoot. Well, you know what they say, Carson. Love often blooms from misunderstanding. That's the fighting spirit, April. Are you ready to continue? The final round of our game is where our contestants get deep. April, this is your chance to ask our bachelors and bachelorette any question your heart desires, big or small. Anything? Well, this should be good. That's the spirit. Now, let's see what's hidden beneath the surface of Bachelor number 1. I haven't been able to glean too much from Bachelor number 1 so far. I better think of a meaningful question. You lean forward, eager to get a better look at mystery bachelorette's or bachelor's face. Carson urges the bachelor to answer your question. Bachelor 1, what's your ideal date? That sounded to me like a wild night on the town, a moonlit stroll on the beach, a luxurious candlelit dinner. We'll do moonlit stroll, maybe. Oh, that sounds dreamy. I can just imagine the waves crashing against the shore, the sound or sand between our toes. Oh, and maybe even a little romance under the stars. He gazed at the silhouette behind number 1, wondering dreamily if this might be the man for you in a moment, forgetting the game show around you. And don't go exchanging vows on us just yet, April. We've still got a game to play. Now on to Bachelorette number 2. Bachelor number 2. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Zzz. What I heard is... the power of mind control. That would be so useful. I could make anyone do anything I wanted. Zzz. Oh, maybe even a little mischief. Despite the connection you felt with Bachelor number 1, Bachelor 2 is definitely piquing your interest. Oh, that's to make sure to make a memorable date. Now on to Bachelor number 3. The music changes one last time as you turn your attention to the final bachelor. You lean forward, eager to get a better look at him. Bachelor number 3? Where'd he go? After squinting for a moment, you find his number 3's silhouette behind a door, cowering over in a corner of the frame. Please get me out of here. Looks like Bachelor number 3's feeling confident. Unfortunately, Bachelor number 3, April, is the one who decides who she'll be leaving with tonight. Though I do appreciate that confidence, I'm gonna have to throw you a hardball question if you want to date with me. I don't know how you expect me to answer with all this going on, but if it gets me out of here alive... Bachelor number 3. What are you looking for in a partner? Breathes heavily in his microphone like he's trying not to hyperventilate. I just want someone who's honest, loyal, funny, human, you know, the basics. That's a good foundation for a relationship. Awesome, so that was the right answer. I can go? Behind the screen, Bachelor number 3 shifts from foot to foot, agitated like he's looking for any escape route out of here. Well, it looks like our dear Bachelor number 3 is ready to find out the results of tonight's game, as we are. Finally, when we come back, April will get to meet her mystery date. Stick around, you won't want to miss it. The lights get low, dramatic as the 3 doors hiding the 3 bachelors become illuminated. Before we reveal the bachelors, each one will have one last opportunity to convince you to choose them with a heartfelt statement. It's already going to be so hard to choose. Bachelor number 1, you mentioned in your audition tape how lonely you've been since your last destruction of an entire ecosystem. Why don't you tell April what this date would mean to you? I can't believe you've been through all that. Neither can I. The audience swells with heartfelt applause, moved by Bachelor number 1's heartfelt sentiment. Thank you for sharing that with us. Carson sniffles and wipes away a tear. Thank you indeed. Beautiful words that will be hard to follow. Let's see what Bachelorette number 2 has to say. You mentioned in your audition tape that you always felt like you were meant for something more. I can't wait to hear what she has to say. She was so hard to understand before. The audience cheers and laughs at her playful joke. It's nice to see you have a sense of humor about it. I love that in a potential partner. A beautiful sentiment that will be hard to follow. Let's see what Bachelor number 3 has to say. Bachelor number 3, we know you're a waiter, so where do you imagine life taking you beyond that? I'm honestly not convinced I will have a life after this. Oh, don't worry, Bachelor number 3. Even if you're not April's pick, I know love is out there for you somewhere. Especially for a guy as sweet and emotional as you. Bachelor number 3 sniffles behind the door, curled into a ball, and your heart swells at the raw passion of this man. Yeah, well, I think we have all of our fingers crossed for you, Bachelor number 3. Now you've met our contestants, you played our game, and with that, it's time to reveal our lucky bachelors and bachelorette, and for April to make that day! Are you ready, April? Am I ready? I really hope so. I'm just not sure what to expect, you know? This is also surreal. Yeah, the studio audience roars with excitement, the sound so loud it drowns out the music. Well, no matter what, I'm sure you'll enjoy your evening. Isn't that right, April? After all, these 3 are all beautiful on the inside. I'm all as ready as I'll ever be, Carson. Let's do it. You smile, nod, your heart pounding as you wait for the doors to open, your breath catching in your throat. Carson steps forward, the lights dimming as he raises his hand dramatically. Behold, our first contestant, the mysterious... The light bathes the figure as the door swings open, completely unveiling the Shade Stalker. Shade Stalker! I'm really surprised by this one, aren't you all? The audience gasps in surprise as Shade Stalker steps into the spotlight. Well, hello, handsome. Rawr. I bet you can do more than just growl. Ah. Oh, wow. You're even more handsome than you sounded behind the door. And now our second contender, the enigmatic. The second door opens, revealing another obscure shape. Drone Queen. I was right. Yep. The crowd erupts into laughter and applause as the Drone Queen emerges into view. The Drone Queen hovers in the spotlight and zaps a lightning bolt of energy into the air. Hey, she's evolved her powers. I hope that wasn't meant for me. The audience gasps as the Drone Queen turns in a circle, beeping and buzzing aggressively. Wow. It's quite a light show. I hope you're not planning on using that to spy on me during our date. I bet we'd be the buzz of the town. Carson moves on to the final door, his voice building suspense. And last, but certainly not least, the ever-charming... The final door swings open, revealing... Oh my god, what are those things? The audience laughs as Daniel tries to hide behind the door, peering out at the bizarre creatures on stage. This thing's real? What the hell is that? How is nobody freaking out? Freaking out about what? How absolutely adorable you are? Adorable, more like horrifying. Oh, you're just saying that to play hard to get. I'm not playing! Well, I think you're doing a fantastic job. You've got me hooked. Daniel edges carefully out from behind the door into the edges of the stage, but security ushers him back under the spotlight. And there you have it, April. 3 eligible bachelors, all vying for the chance to take you on the dream date of your life. This is so surreal. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Once and for all, to win a romantic dinner for 2 at the New York's hottest new restaurant, completely free of charge. April, who will it be? The studio audience waits with bated breath for your response while you weigh your options. Man. With the Shade Stalker. Okay. With the Drone Queen. With Daniel. I'll spend my evening alone. Yeah, no, it's April Fool's, but I really don't want to spend diamonds on it. Studio audience gasps in surprise. Carson's eyes widen in shock. I don't think that's ever happened before. Sorry, none. Folks, this could be... I'll make that date first. Don't get me wrong. I love meeting all these incredible, attractive singles with absolutely no red flags whatsoever. I don't know if you've seen the online dating game lately, Carson, but it's bleak out there. It is. But when I really think about what I need, this isn't it. What? What are you looking for, April? What I'm looking for... I need time for myself. I've just been so busy lately, I haven't had a minute to breathe. I need to take care of myself before I can even think about taking care of someone else. The audience nods in understanding. That's right, April. You can't pour from an empty cup. Although I do wish you'd come to this shocking, tear-jerking conclusion before signing up for the show. Don't worry, Carson. I still plan to give your show its big twist. So, you're picking a bachelor after all? Nope. But I promise the greatest night of my life, and I'm gonna get it. I studied the fine print in my contract, and I know the producers owe me a dinner, no matter what. Wait. Can she do that? A short while later, you find yourself dining alone in a private, upscale restaurant. You take in your main course, a ahi tuna steak with a wasabi crust, and moan in delight. Oh my god, this is amazing. I don't even care that I'm eating alone. In fact, I think I might prefer it this way. I can eat my meal in peace without having to make small talk. You take a sip of your wine and sigh in contentment. You've never felt more relaxed. I should have done this ages ago. Who needs a date when you can have a gourmet meal all to yourself? It's true. Well, I'm glad I didn't pick a bachelor. I knew none of the bachelors were right for me. I'm glad I followed my instincts. I don't need anyone else to be happy. I can enjoy my own company just fine. In fact, I think I might just prefer it this way. You take a sip of your wine and smile to yourself. Who needs a date when you can have gourmet food like this instead? You're so caught up in the flavors of your food that you didn't notice the waiter has returned. I see you're enjoying the food, Miss, You look up and your eyes meet his. April, it's, so good to see you again. Daniel, what are you doing here? I, didn't get my shift covered. Daniel pours you another glass of champagne, his hand steady as he fills it to the brim. Is there anything else I can get for you? Yeah, bring me another lobster tail. This is on the producer's tab, and I'm gonna make the most of it. Choices in a nutshell. It was April Foul. Clearly there'll only be no chapter 2. What else do I say to this? Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description, plenty of things to check out there. And hey, consider joining our Discord server. Without further ado, yeah, no, I kind of actually forgot this was happening on Monday, right? And no one even reminded me of it because I think pretty much everyone was like, yeah, no, it's just a stupid, joke book. And, it was just that. So, it's too bad that there isn't an actual real book in this app that would kind of have fun with it, right? Something like this, where, I don't know, you could just have fun with it, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with having fun with books or apps or things like that. Really, nothing wrong with it. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. However, not for me. It was kind of fun, but at the same time, not for me. And also, let me be honest with you, it came out as a VIP exclusive, and a lot of people thought it was going to be an actual real book. And so a lot of people were like, wow, this sounds like an interesting, thing, just like I said would be interesting. And well, again, it was an April Fouls. So, I know I can say fools, but I'm just saying, that was her name. Anyway, without further ado, thanks to you for watching. Catch you all later. Peace out.